Hello, here with Math Fun and Games. Today we're playing scenario 1 of GMT, MBT. I'm using all the advanced rules and basic rules. So basically I'm adding reactive armor and fancy ammo. So we're going to do the command phase. Actually spotting phase. Neither side can see the other. There's one half and there's the other half of the board. I'll just give you a quick overview. Up there's NATO forces, and down here, the Soviet forces. I'm not even going to put the command markers down because it's the first turn and everybody's going to get move commands. So I will roll for initiative. NATO gets a 69, the Soviets get a 33. So NATO gets the initiative. There's no fire phase. NATO fires, no fire. Warsaw Pact fires, no fire. Warsaw Pact moves. Okay. All right, these are going the road movement rate. Excuse me. Sorry. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And all those are traveling as a group, so I can just move them down here. Just going to take them and move them down here. Here, make sure they're facing in the right direction. Along the road, they have to end the turn facing along the road. Okay. There we go. Now for the center, this group right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And these guys are just going to follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And right here. And last but not least, these 3 units. Actually, I got 4 units here. 2 of them are stacked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right here. I'm going to turn to the right. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unfortunately, I'm not going to group those. Now for the Americans, their movement rate on the road is 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me. Do I want to have them go one more? No. I'm going to have them just stop right there. And these guys, row movement rate, I'll just move the first, and the others will follow along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And these guys will move forward, like so. And these are the 2 command tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5. And these units, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's brush. I just want to check to see the movement rate for entering brush. And it is 1, okay. But this guy right here, I want to see if he can enter scrub. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, he can't. So he's going to have to stop right there. All right, and last but not least, on the left, I have these vehicles right here. Thought I had more of the vehicle snap, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm done. All right, that's the end of turn 1. So now we're going to go on to turn 2. All right, command phase. How many commands do the Soviets have? Soviets have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different vehicles. So the Soviets will get how many commands with 13 vehicles? They will get 8 commands. Soviets will get 8 commands. Americans will get how many commands? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I believe the Americans will get 8 commands. 2, 6, 7. Americans get 7 commands. Soviets get 8. Americans get 7 commands. Line of sight. Who can see who? So these two are not yet spotted. I have to remove the spot marker from them. Spot move. This unit right here is spotted. And all these units right here are spotted. How about these units? These units, this unit and that unit I think are spotted. I don't think this is spotted because I think it's blocked by these trees. Yep. So I'm going to take the spot off of this. Spot move. These two might be spotted. No, because they're in a depression right there. So they're not spotted. And these units right here, I know these units aren't spotted. Move the spot move. How about these units? Pull back. Do a spot check quick. All right. They're spotted. Those first two are spotted. And rear ones, so the ones that just coming over the hill are spotted. For the Soviets, I know that, so that I think that's the only unit that's spotted right now. I don't think those other 3 are spotted. So I'm going to remove them. Spot move. And these guys are definitely not spotted. So I'm going to remove the spot move. Okay, so that's the spotting phase. We know the commands. 8 commands for the Soviets. Let's see. I'm going to start off with the short haul command right here. I don't want snap to grid. So let's go game markers. So I want short halt for those 2. Well, yeah, short haul for those 2. They're going to be firing on this American vehicle right here. How about these 3? They're going to have a move command. Going to have to be these 2, and then this one in the rear is going to need its own move command. Okay. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That unit on the hill is going to have a fire command. Those other units are going to have a move command. How many commands do I have? About 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over here, 6 is a move and 7 is a move. All right. So the Americans have 7 commands. These units right there, I'm going to have to use 2 move commands to get them to move. Shoot. Those 2 units in back are going to have a move command. 2 units in front are going to have a fire command because they have the target to hit. How about over here? These 3. So far I've used how many commands? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 3 more commands. Short halt. Move. Now I got 1 more command. And I'm going to play a fire command on these 2. Let me just check I have the right mod commands for the Americans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So it's 3, 6. So that's 9 commands for the Americans. I have more than enough commands. All right. And those guys are going to get a move command then. And I had more than enough commands for the Soviets. Okay. Make sure we're on turn 2. Cool. All right. So now we roll for initiative. I'm going to roll for NATO first. NATO rolls a 52 and Warsaw Pact rolls a 44. So NATO can draw first blood here. So this unit's firing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, if I hit that first shot, that first vehicle, and it explodes, I have brew up smoke, which can basically, it just will shield the other vehicles. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's a short. That's kind of tricky though, but I'm going to take it. Okay. Short range, no target size modifier. Target is moving, -2. And my stabilization is 2 for a short halt, so it's going to be -4 to hit. So it's going to be short, -4, so I need a 42 to hit. And I get 83, so no can do. So I'll flip that. That's move side. Now I have 2 units over here that are firing. And the only unit that they have a target. Well, no, actually they don't have a target. Because they have these guys and these guys. You can't fire over these guys, so they actually lose that command. Because you have these woods over here. The woods are level 3, so they're going to block fire to this unit up there. So basically, they lose their turn. And this unit right here, those 2. Try to draw a line of sight to them. Yes, they do have line of sight to them. All right. So what's the range? Range of 20. So it's not a Brahms. Range of 20, medium range. So you're going to have a medium range shot against a moving target without a size modifier. So medium range shot, moving target is -2. So I need a 40 to hit. So 2 vehicles are each firing at the same, they each need a 40. 33, so 33 is a hit. Now it's elevated fire. 33 is a hit, so let's see where it hits first of all. And I didn't announce any fancy ammo, so I'm not going to use fancy ammo because I didn't announce it, but I could have. This is basic armor piercing. And I believe it's a front side shot. Let's take a look. Yep, front side. Armor piercing, front side. So it's going to be a turret side hit. So for a turret side hit, what's the armor? Coming from the front side, turret side. So we have two special cases. All right, and it's a falling shot, so it'll be 37. But we have these two special cases. We have this chemical energy armor and this light explosive reactive armor. So first we do the chemical energy, and that will multiply this number 37 by 1.25. So how does that work? 37, and I'm going to have to add 25% of 37. I'm just going to use my calculator. There's actually a chart for this, but okay. So I'm going to multiply 37. Oops, 37 times 1.25. So the armor is 46.25 so far. Now I have to consider that as explosive reactive. So I'm going to look up the rules for explosive reactive armor. Excuse me. Okay, explosive reactive armor. High explosive block sandwiched between metal plates. It's either light or heavy. Light is effective only against chemical explosives. So it's not effective because I'm using kinetic energy rather than chemical energy explosives. Let me just check that. All right, so actually that's only against chemical energy armor anyway, so it won't affect it. So it's a falling shot, so it's going to be 37 to hit, and the American penetration factor medium range is 86. So it is going to hit, and it's going to be a damage. And I believe the hit was on the turret, right? So this is going to have a damaged turret. Right click, and then we have to see if the crew bails out. Damaged. And they have to flip it because it's hull. Turret. All right, now we roll to see if the crew bails, and 38. Check the chart. I believe it's 30 to see if I believe they bail on at 30 or less, but I want to make sure. Okay, it's chart A. Bail out. Damaged or track hit crew 30. So it's 30 or less. So okay. So the crew doesn't bail. Now we have another shot. 48. So 48's gonna miss. So those two have fired. Delete those, and now they get the red dot because they fired. Spot fire. Boom, spot fire. Okay. So I believe that's it for the American fire phase. Now for the Soviet fire phase. Now this unit, this unit right here, no, he doesn't have a shot at anybody. So he loses his turn. But I can remove the spot move marker because he didn't do anything. Now over here, I have to figure out who I'm going to fire against. Now turret damage is going to affect the chance of hitting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can either do that at point blank range, or I can do that short range. Either way, it's going to be a front side hit. So I'm going to do this at short range. The target isn't moving, so let's figure it out. Okay, short range base 70. Target is not moving. Target is size +1, but it's short halt. I believe where it's stabilization 3, so it's going to be -442 to hit. So that first vehicle plus 42 plus a damaged turret. It's shooter damaged or hesitating. So it's -7. So I need a 21 to hit. Ouch. So that's going to be a hard shot to get. Damaged turret, it's moving, misses. Now the second one is going to be the same thing, except it doesn't have a damaged turret, so it is actually going to need 42, and it misses. So both of these miss, and I flip that over to the move. So that's the fire phase. Now we have the move phase for the Soviets. And everybody for the Soviet, most everybody can move. I'm gonna move these units first. Two separate groups. 1, 2, 3, turn 4, 5, 6, turn 7. This unit's going to follow right, those two units are going to follow right behind, and this unit is going to follow them. And I'm not going to do anything fancy here, I'm just going to go right to it. So these 3 units right here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now those actually have to end up because they're sharing a command, so I have to back him up and I have to stop him right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. Excellent. Delete. Now it gets interesting because over here I want to get in position of fire. So first of all, this is a short halt. It would have 7. I'm not using the lower movement rate, so it's going to have a rate of 3. I want to get these in position where I'm facing those woods. So turn 1, 2, right turn. And that one's going to do the same thing. Like that. Then I want these to come along here. And I want this guy who has his own command. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right here. So that's a gully. So eliminate that. And I believe that's it for the Soviet movement phase. Now the American movement phase. These guys right here can move forward 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I want them to move forward. See where we go from there. I want them to move forward. All right, how about these? 1, 2, 3, left groups. 4, 5, and he's going to follow right behind. Oops. Okay. We'll remove that marker. These units right here. Oops. I'll remove that. Delete. I'm just going to move forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And last but not least, these units right here. They're in cover. I want to keep them there. So this first unit, I'm just going to rotate. I'm going to bring these units up into that woods right there. All right, so I can remove that command. I believe that is it for turn 2. Now the bog rule is an optional rule, but I'm going to use the bog rule because there's too much moving into trees and things like that. So let's take a look if there's any modifier. Bog modifier, track, nope. So there's no modifier for bogging for the American M60s. Now, we have a couple of vehicles going into light woods. So let's take a look at the chance of bog. Light woods, bog. Bog roll is 1 through 20. So I have to roll for both of those. 1 through 20 and they bog. One of them bogs. So one of those two bogs in the light woods. Let's see if I can just give it bog. Alright, I'll have to find a marker. Bog, 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 bog. Has to be a unit marker because units bog, right? Damage bird spotted, break, suppress visual. Hover land spotted. I'll check one more terrain. Block ditch on fire rubble smoke. Okay, I'm gonna pause for a second and look up the bog rule. It basically stops your movement for that turn. And since I just moved into these hexes, you can move into bogging terrain without having to do a bog check. So we're good right there. Alrighty. Anything else? I believe that's it for turn 2. All right, we got bog, and that is it. So we're going to go on to turn 3, but I am going to stop it here because I like keeping my games under 30 minutes. So turns 1 and 2 are over. Thank you very much. We're starting to pick up the pace. Thank you.